So can you reflect on a moment of when you, again, reached that level of realization that sparked you to really explore what we've been talking about, that field of, of opening the crown chakra and really, allowing that divine sort of flow through you so that to enable you to step into the field of, again, servitude, healing, human development. Can you describe the shift and the steps that you took to go on this path of healing yourself and others?
Yeah, after I completed some of my courses, I was eager to learn what is the next step. You know, Learning healing is one thing, and I was doing self healing. I was feeling very great about it. So every day I would meditate, and I was connected. I could see, I had a lot of visuals. So every time I would meditate, I had different visuals. So every time when you're connected, when you come back after meditation, then you want to know what is the next step. It's not just meditation which we are practicing. There are different frequencies, like I talked about. So I wanted to raise my vibration to different levels every time I would meditate. So after a few years of practice, we have a kind of spiritual home in a different state of India, where I stayed for 1 year, complete 1 year for digital detox. Like we had a different schedule from my morning 6 o'clock to evening 10 o'clock in the evening. We had a schedule where we practiced in a group, and the energy level has completely changed in that particular 1 year. So after when I completed my 5 years in this modality, which is yoga prana vidya healing system and arhat yoga, which we call it. So after you complete certain degree, your aura should be like that, your chakra should be like that, and you should be a practitioner and you should be practicing regular basis. Then they ask you to upgrade yourself, your knowledge, your aura, your chakras. They give you the opportunity to upgrade yourself and stay in the spiritual home for like 1 year. So I stayed there for 1 year, where I completely, completely changed my life in the whole 1 year. It is a completely detox where we were not using the mobile phone, no TV, no entertainment, only and only studies, study of theosophy, the spiritual practices, meditation, and the whole, following the system there. So it was a great breakdown for me also, because practicing in cities is different. And staying away and staying in the spiritual home and collecting all the knowledge which can change your life further. Because this is not limited to energy healing, we are just talking about energy healing at the moment. But the next step of energy healing is spirituality. So it becomes way of life once you are full time completely into this. You're working for yourself, you are healing other people, you're channeling the energy. To channel the energy at different level is possible when you do spiritual practices. Spiritual practices again start from the meditation itself. You have to do meditation. You do raise your consciousness, you raise your vibrations. Your aura would be, would start expanding, I would say. Your aura starts expanding. Your chakras are in the size, they become double, triple when you are practicing regular basis, the higher meditation, which we call it. So for me, it was a great breakdown when I stayed there for 1 year. In the whole 1 year, we were like 20 people in the group doing same practices every single day. So that raised my vibrations to a very different degree, which opened different chakras, which are not, discussed in the, lot of spiritual schools. So they're not open, maybe, they're not open to public maybe at the moment. So for that, you need to become, regular practitioner, I would say.
Technology is important. I can leverage technology to connect with like-minded individuals. On the other hand, I think it's very important to have that level of digital detox. So that's I think that's very important. And so, but I think that a lot of individuals will hear your story and say, well, I just simply can't, or they think they can't really disconnect for a year and go with a cohort and, you know, explore that level of spirituality, or, you know, that level of practice, because in and of itself, it's a really can be it can be a level of discipline that people aren't used to.
If you are not able to get into meditation schedule on a regular basis, you can just do half an hour silent. Don't speak for half an hour to 1 hour to 2 hours, whatever is convenient for you. Just don't speak for some time. When you're not talking to some time, you're becoming aware of your thoughts and emotions. That will also raise your vibrations. So that's a very good thing that like a lot of people practice it in, those who know about this. So this is also a meditation kind of. You switch off your phone, you don't watch TV at least for half an hour, and don't speak to somebody for half an hour. That raises your vibrations. That will make you aware of everything going inside you, your thoughts, your emotions, your physical body, your breath, everything.
And again, I know I have a few years in to meditation and things of that nature, and I feel like I've gone from doing guided meditations to just really meditating with a certain level of frequencies and musical theories, or some people call them binaural beats, right? Or or things of that nature. And I think I've really gotten a lot of benefit just from being in lotus position or what have you, and not having anything connected to myself, just like really just allowing my environment to take or allow myself to absorb the environment and just sit in silence. I think that's very powerful. And thanks for that recommendation, because I would highly recommend that to a lot of people watching, to just do the silence.
And those who are blessed, they have they can go to the beach on a regular basis. They could just walk at the beach, go and come back. That also cleanses your aura. So there are different tips I could give it to a lot of people. Like, cleansing aura is very, very simple. You do physical exercise, your aura will be cleansed. You do walk at the beach or in the hills, your aura will be cleansed. You will be more, when you are walking, you're more rooted to you're rooted to the Mother Earth. So there are very small tips which can be discussed in different conversations. So the first tip is that you do walk or you do physical exercise, and you walk at the beach. That cleanses your aura.
You brought up the beach. I'm fortunately enough, I'm really near the beach, and probably the most spiritual, profound experiences have come from connecting with Mother Nature. That has been my personal experience. I love jogging on the beach bluffs. However, taking walks on the beach, like really removing my running sneakers and just taking walks, it's almost like I feel re-energized. I feel a level of healing just by a simple act of being on the beach and just walking and just feeling that revitalization.
Yeah.
Right. So
right.
That's a great point.
It revitalizes your aura and the chakras. And those who can just swim in the sea once a week for 15 minutes would be more than enough for them to cleanse your chakras and aura.